Hello everyone, I'm Sean, alright, and this is Everyday Food Reviews. Today I've got a noodle cup from WH Long in Liverpool, and it's called Mr Kimchi, Korean original noodle series. This one is stir-fried kimchi ramen. They do a couple of different ones. So the thing with the stir-fried one is it's a dry noodle, so you've got these little holes in the lid there that you just punch out and drain the water away from the bowl. So you want to leave a little bit of water in. I've already prepared this, so what you do with this one, fill the water right up to the top, leave it for 3 or 4 minutes, and you only open the lid halfway to put the water in, and then once it's been there a few minutes, tip out most of the water but not quite all of it, and then you add I think they call it a soup packet, but it's just a little paste. Add that and then mix that up. So I've done all that, but I've brought a bowl so that we can see it more clearly. But I picked this up because there was a lad in there when I went and he was stacking the shelves, and I asked him, do you eat a lot of these noodles? He says yeah. I think he was a bit apprehensive as to where I was going with that question, but I just wanted to establish that I didn't want to just assume that he liked noodles and then ask his advice, but yeah, he said he liked noodles, so I said, which ones do you like, what's your favourite? And he pointed me to the shin cups, which I'd already tried and looked at. Thanks again to Redman for recommending the shin cups. I know he wanted a shout out as well. I hope you're doing alright, mate. But yeah, I mean, it was Redman recommending shin cups is what kind of started off this entire noodle series, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, these noodles, stir-fried style, so they're fairly dry. There's bits of vegetables, I believe that's what, it's like kimchi vegetables. I'm not sure what kimchi even is. Is it like a fermented cabbage sort of thing? But yeah, it's red, but not as red as the volcano chicken noodles from the same brand, Paldo, which I've not actually looked at yet in a video, but I have tried them before. I know they're going to be quite spicy. Probably I'd put them as more spicy than the Samyang hot chicken, but we'll try these Paldo ones. Oh, but yeah. He pointed me to the shin cup, and then he pointed me to this. And he said, "Do you like them spicy?" I said, "I'm not opposed to them being spicy, but let's not go mental." But so I'm expecting these to be spicy, otherwise he wouldn't have asked that. But I said I do like the dry ones, so he pointed me to a packet of the dry ones. They're not in a bowl, so I'll try them at some point. And then there was another brand that I picked up 3 different flavours of, and I'll try them at some point. Yeah, we'll try this. Cheers. Straight away I can say it is spicy. It's quite spicy, but it's not insanely blow your head off hot. Well, there's plenty of flavour there. I did find with the big shin cup kimchi bowl thing, I found that to be a bit bland. This has a lovely flavour and a nice level of spice. I imagine eating this whole bowl, it's going to get quite hot, but it's not going to be really uncomfortable and painful like the hot chicken ones from Samyang and the volcano ones from Paldo. It should be much more manageable. I think I do prefer these dry noodles to the soupy ones, though it feels less like a substantial meal. So with the ones with the soup, you have the same amount of noodles, and then you got the soup to drink afterwards. It almost feels like 2 meals. I think this one was £1.60. King noodle format, 116 grams. I think this might be my favourite one so far. It's got the balance right, and I prefer the dry ones. So, I mean, the first dry one I tried was the soba one that Lineage View recommended. So yeah, cheers for that, Lineage. Yeah, I think I do prefer this one. It's just got a bit, the flavour's got a bit more of a kick to it, and it's a bigger portion. It is going to be more expensive because those soba ones you can get when they're on special offer for about £1. This is £1.60. It's worth noting if you're thinking of taking it into the office at work or something, you do need to drain the water away into a sink, and it doesn't come with a fork like some of the other big pots that we've looked at. Yeah, Boss Man in the supermarket's done me well there. I think this is actually my favourite one I've had. I'll be getting more of these. I'll be looking out for multi-packs. I'll be looking out for them being on special offer or whatever. The heat isn't really building either. It kind of hits you and then just stays there, which is nice. It's a nice spicy place to be, but without being uncomfortable. And the flavour's nice and savoury. Probably not quite as savoury as the Samyang hot chicken. And obviously the flavour's not quite as intense either. But obviously, again, the Samyang hot chicken, it's just too hot to really enjoy. Unless you're really in the mood for it. This I can quite happily enjoy. I think they do a very similar one that is a soupy one. And I think that's in a red pot. So it's the same sort of design but just in red. But if you forget which one's which, just look for either stir fried or look for the drain holes. Because if it's got the drain holes in there, then you know it's one for draining and having dry. But yeah, really enjoyed that. 110% be picking that up again. It's my favourite noodle I've tried so far. Everyone else, recommendations, bring them on. I'll try anything once. All I need to do is see it and I'll buy it and try it. So, unless it's something really outlandish that I'm not going to be able to get my hands on, or if it's something really outlandish and insanely hot, like the Samyang 3 times spicy hot chicken noodles. I've not even done the 2 times spicy ones yet. I'm building myself up to them. I think that's going to be a challenge rather than a legitimate review. Yeah, maybe we'll save that for 1 million subscribers. Should hit that by this time next year, I'd have thought, if we're being conservative with the estimates and the trajectory of the channel growth. Should point out that's a joke. I don't expect we'd ever hit that, but I will. I've got them in the cupboard. I will do them at some point. Just don't know how or when or why I would want to, but I will. But yeah, Paldo Mr Kimchi stir fried kimchi ramen, the black one with the drain holes. Absolutely perfect in every regard. It could be a bit more savoury, but there's plenty of flavour there. Consistency of the noodles is bang on. Amount of spice, it's noticeably hot and spicy, but without being remotely uncomfortable to eat. That's the perfect noodle for me. I think I'd be hard pressed to find something I enjoy more than this. I'm really pleased. So thank you to Loki. I should have got his name. The supermarket, WH Long. Set me up nicely there. Thank you very much, and thank you very much everyone for joining us. See you next time. Cheers.